Hello. Hey guys. Happy Motivation Monday. Welcome back to the Motivation with Me podcast. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Okay, good, because I don't accept nothing less. So, y'all already know we're going to jump right into that thing. Today, we're going to talk about boundaries. Yes, boundaries, something I need to learn. Great book, by the way. I love the Boundaries book. I've read the Boundaries book, and Boundaries in Dating is actually pretty good too. So if you have not read the book Boundaries, I suggest you read that book. It also comes with a workbook. I'm working on the workbook as well. So, boundaries, things we need to create. There are physical boundaries, there are mental boundaries, there are emotional boundaries. There are a lot of different boundaries. Boundaries can mean a lot of things, but they are things that we need to have especially when it comes to other people. I have this problem. I'm very bad with boundaries. I don't set them, and I need to, and so do you. Uh because one of the main things is that I want to tell you that I do is you can't take on other people's problems. And that's where a lot of our issues come from. We don't know the line between us and them. We don't know the line between you, or you don't know the line between you and them. Them being whoever them is in your life. There's a line there. You can't see it, so it's easily crossed, and we can't see the boundary line, so we have to also create the boundary line. And I know I'm bad with that. I take on other people's problems. I always try to be Miss Fix It. I want to do this, I want to do that. I gotta help everybody all the time. And I'm still learning, but I learned you can't take on other people's problems because you got problems of your own. You can't do everything for everybody. You are not God. That is God's job, and you are trying to do it, and you are only human. Okay. I used to call myself the Black Superwoman. And I thought that was like the best title ever. Like, did a whole photo shoot with a cape and everything. Until I realized what comes with that. Then I didn't want to be the Black Superwoman no more. I didn't want to be the Black Superwoman no more. I didn't want to be Superwoman. Okay. I realized that I was not Superwoman, and I could not save everybody. I had to learn to start creating boundaries. And I'm especially learning it this year. Like, every year I come up with a thing, right? So like last year was like my peace. I was really big on my peace last year. Like, it's not a New Year's resolution. It's just kind of like something that I'm gonna focus on for that year. Last year was my peace. This year is boundaries. Because let me tell you something, people be getting on my nerves. I'm the nicest, meanest person you'll ever meet, because humans be humaning, and and sometimes it just be too much. Like, sometimes it just be too much. We be trying to take on too much. We have our own things that we need to handle. And sometimes you got to create space. Okay, space is needed sometimes. Sometimes you gotta back up from people. Sometimes you gotta back up from situations, from things that are going on in your life. Like, it's not to be rude, it's not to be mean. It's just like, okay, I need a little space. I need a little me time. I need a break from you. Whether that be a friend, family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, it don't matter. Sometimes you just need a little break from everybody and everything, because people will insert themselves in your life. Sometimes people don't have good intentions, so you got to pay attention. Oh, snap, hold on. Sometimes people don't have good intentions, so you got to pay attention. I like that. I like I like that. Hold on, let me bask in that glory for a second. I really like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write that down. I'm gonna have to write that down. That's gonna be one of my affirmations in my house, because I had to learn the hard way. People don't have good intentions. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't want what's best for you. Some people insert themselves in your life because they need something or somebody. You ever been around somebody that always needs something? Like, whether it don't matter whether it's tangible or not, they just always need something. Or somebody who always got something wrong. And you just be like, what? Why is it always something with you? Like, it's always something. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's always something with you. I can't stand them people. Baby, you got to go on now. I can't handle your problems and my problems. I'm tired of hearing you with this negativity. That's why I don't do social media that much, because it's always something going on social media, and it's like, why are we doing all this? Like, can't you just get some relax about yourself? Can you just go somewhere and chill? Can you just go find you something safe to do? Like leave me alone. Leave me alone. You always want something. You always need something. Something always wrong. You just a negative Nancy. Don't nobody want to be around that. You got to create boundaries. Them the type of people you got to create boundaries for. You need to create boundaries in general and in life, physical, mental, and emotional. But especially those people. Them ain't the kind of people you want in your life. And I'm learning with specific people. Like God, God is revealing to me specific people that I need to create boundaries with, because it feels like I'm always rescuing that person. I'm always rescuing said people. Don't worry about who the people are. That ain't your business. That ain't your business. That's between me and God. But it's like, yeah, I don't really got the time and the mental capacity to be dealing with you right now. Like, shut up. I told y'all I'm the nicest, meanest person you'll ever meet. I really am. And when I don't fool with somebody, I don't fool with somebody. But the thing about me is I'm an equal opportunity employer. So when I don't fool with somebody, I don't fool with nobody. When I get into my space, and it happens when I get overly frustrated, when I get depressed, when I get tired, or when I just want peace and happiness. I don't talk to nobody. I just kind of shut down, and it just be me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. Like that's just who it just be me. I just want to be all by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to be by yourself sometimes. And then it's hard for my people who got kids. I'm praying for you. I'm praying extra hard for those who got kids, because it's hard to create boundaries when you got kids, especially little ones. It's hard to keep. It's little ones and older ones, like that teenage, like that 18 to 21 stage where they kind of need you to become adults, and then like that baby phase when they need you to do everything. It's hard to create boundaries because you find yourself living your life for your kid, and your life becomes your child or children. Excuse me, I'm trying. It's hot. Ooh, I was lifting my sleeves up. It got a little warm. But it's hard to create boundaries when you have kids. So for my mothers and fathers out there, I'm praying for y'all especially. Cause I know sometimes you just want to be like, if you don't get out of my room, just leave me alone. Get out of my room, stop bothering me. I just want time to myself. Just back. Go find you something to do. Go find you something safe to do. Let me put safe in there, because we don't want some kids to just go find something to do. But boundaries are important, and I want everybody to learn to create them. Like I said, the book is really good, and the book teaches you how to create boundaries. If I could, I finished the book already. I've read it once, but I'm reading it again, and I need to do better with reading books because I tend to fall asleep. But that had been on my heart for a long time. I was like, I got to talk about boundaries. Like it's on my heart heavy because I'm going through it. Usually most times the stuff that I talk to y'all about, I'm either going through it or just got out of it. Or I've been through it before. Cause I'm talking to you and me. I give motivation to people, but I also give motivation to myself. Cause it helps me when I'm giving motivation to other people. So the things that I talk about, like me talking about boundaries, is gonna help me with my boundaries. It's gonna help me create them as I'm telling you to create them. Stop trying to take on other people's problems. Stop letting people drain you emotionally. Stop letting people drain you mentally, physically. You can't, sometimes you just gotta say no. Sometimes you just gotta say no. Like I can't do it. I'm not in the mood. I don't have the mental capacity. I don't have the physical capacity. I don't have the emotional capacity to deal with you or anybody else for that matter, or whoever you talking to. And it's not to be mean. It's not to be mean. I'm just creating boundaries, and I need you not to cross them. And if they can't understand that, then they don't need to be in your life. Everybody should have boundaries, physical too. Like, you know how people used to say, like, you in my personal space. Like, sometimes you in my personal space. See, me, I'm not affectionate, so that's real bad, especially since I got a boyfriend. But it's like, you in my personal space, and I don't like it. Give me get Just give me 50 feet real quick. Let me think about it. Let me get myself together, because what you're doing is crossing my boundary, and you all in my face. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. Now, what was the problem? Like, now, okay, now you can come. But I gotta be serious one day. But yeah, sometimes you just can't with people. And it's nothing wrong with creating boundaries. They're needed in life. So I just want to get that little motivation. Y'all know I don't keep my podcast alone. I just come on here and say what I gotta say, and then I'll be done. Okay, I'll be done. Ain't no need for me to draw it out, drag it out, bore y'all to death. Ain't nobody got time for all that. I listen back to my own podcast and I be like, you said that real nice quick. Real nice and quick. Get to the point, get out of it, be done. So with that being said, again, y'all make sure y'all read that book. Boundaries, and also Boundaries in Dating. Especially for my people who are actively dating right now. That's a really good book to read. I strongly suggest that book. And the workbook is really good too. So just a few tips and tricks and recommendations for y'all. But until next Monday for Motivation Monday, I will see y'all. Bye.